Hey everybody, Steve here for this week's Team Builder, Week 5 against the Krookodile Dundees. So we won our match last week. The plan worked out basically as I wanted it. Mr. Rhyme pulled an incredible amount of weight, and we got to clean up with the Delmise and the Vikavolt in each separate game. So nice to see different things come into fruition. Not having to use Cinderace was nice. And yeah, Mr. Rhyme being a beast. I think he's got 7 kills now. Let's go to the stats page just to check that out. I do keep track of my stats here. So KD, Cinderace at 10-6, Mr. Rhyme at 7-3, and then Delmise and Vikavolt each have 3. So we did do some trades. What did we get rid of? Let's go to last week's page. So we got rid of Liepard, we got rid of Vikavolt, and we got rid of Urshifu Rapid Strike. We picked up Magnezone, Heracross, and Grimmsnarl. So the idea that started this train was that Liepard was not too predictable, just wasn't good enough. It was dying in one hit most of the time, the exception being my first week matchup. So I basically need a focus sash on it. So I looked at what other prankster Pokemon were available, and Grimmsnarl was available, but that was tier 1. So because it's tier 1, that means I also have to drop either Porygon 2 or Urshifu Rapid Strike, because I don't have the space to have that many tier 1 Pokemon. So I wanted to keep Porygon 2 to have the Trick Room options. So I ended up dropping Urshifu Rapid Strike. Because of that, and also having to drop get a new tier 2, I dropped Vikavolt to pick up Magnezone. Vikavolt being an electric type, Magnezone being an incredibly powerful electric type that was tier 2, and this left me with a tier 3 hole, which I picked up Heracross to fill the fighting type and bug type slots that I just lost by losing Urshifu and Vikavolt. So, I did do some type swapping here. So Liepard and Grimmsnarl match up with the dark type, Magnezone and Vikavolt match up with the electric type, and Heracross matches up with Vikavolt and Urshifu, that type. And I still have the water type from Mantine and Quagsire from Urshifu. And yeah, that's it. So now my type coverage is even better. I don't think I lose that much in power. In fact, I probably gain in power because Heracross and Magnezone don't need Trick Room to function, but they can both function in Trick Room. So there's the theory behind my trades, and let's talk about the Krookodile Dundees. So here's his team. He's got Lapras, G-Max, Arcanine, Hippowdon, Jolteon, Alolan Dugtrio, Turtonator, Lampent, Clefairy, Virizion, Ivysaur, and Bronzor. So in this match, I'm expecting him to bring Arcanine. As we saw in Week 1, Intimidate is very good against us, so that's probably going to be a very strong option for him. Jolteon, I think he brings as a kind of Cinderace counter. The electric type is Cinderace typically doesn't have any moves that will change its type to something that resists electric, and in fact would probably be weak to if I used Airstream, and it's faster than Cinderace, so that would be the main reason to bring it. Clefairy for Follow Me will always be good. Virizion would be a good sweeper, and is good against my water types. And Magnezone will probably have bounce, so it'd be good against Heracross. The only thing is it's not good against Cinderace. And then on the other side, so he might not bring G-Max Lapras, just because I have Screen Cleaner on Mr. Rhyme. I talked about that in my Team Builder pretty extensively every week and in my draft review. So he should be pretty aware of Screen Cleaner. All I have to do is switch that in on Dalton. whenever it's done its Gigantamax, and then the screens are gone. Alternatively, I could also run Court Change to just take the screens away from him. Not going to do that, though. His ground option here is pretty good. Hippowdon, Dugtrio. If we look at the speeds, I went too far. So Dugtrio outspeeds everything on my team except for Cinderace. So if he runs Hippowdon, Dugtrio with Sandforce, Dugtrio's doing a ton of damage. And if I don't have Cinderace out, then it'd be hard to kill. So that would be a good option for him. He's also got this Trick Room option of Turtonator or Lampent. And honestly, Hippowdon would also be good in Trick Room. Lampent, I think, would be his Trick Room setter. Bronzor doesn't seem like a good bring here, but, I mean, he could. And Ivysaur, I don't know, just doesn't seem like a good option against me, but he could prove me wrong. So I expect these four for sure, and then a mode, either like a Hippowdon Dugtrio mode or a Turtonator Lampent mode, or Lapras Lampent perhaps, because Lapras could also work in Trick Room here. So let's get to my team. Okay, so this week we've got Mr. Rime, Cinderace, Mantine, Gloom, Quagsire, and Grimmsnarl. And I'm going super gimmicky this week, trying to have some fun since I'm back at 2-2. This is even more gimmicky than the last time I ran Gloom, but it's also more reliable because I'm actually setting my own sun and not relying on Torkoal. When we look at his team, he has nothing that has Fake Out. So without Fake Out, that means I am free to set up whatever I want. We also notice that Jolteon, which is the fastest Pokemon in this match, has a maximum speed of 200. This is very important and very funny. So with our first Mr. Rime, we got Choice Scarf with Screen Cleaner. Screen Cleaner obviously for the G-Max Lapras. Running Sunny Day, Trick, Psyshock, and Freeze Dry. Max Speed, Max Special Attack. Max Speed Mr. Rime with a Choice Scarf gives me 201 speed, which is one faster than Max Speed Jolteon. And we will get into why that is important. Well, I mean, first of all, it means I can use a move before Jolteon, which is obviously good. So I can Choice Scarf, or trick a Choice Scarf onto him, I can set Sunny Day, or I can just attack whatever's in the match. Psyshock and Freeze Dry will hit everything for neutral damage, I believe. Except, no, yep. Yeah, everything for neutral damage at least. No, not Bronzor, but I'm not worried about Bronzor. So we'll get to the game plan on this. As you can guess, it involves Sunny Day. Cinderace, another gimmick. So the speed EVs here are to outspeed Dugtrio. Sadly, I do need to be... Oh, this is the wrong nature. Good thing I noticed that. I think I must have previously had... Where's Jolly? Previously had a special attacking move on here. I probably had Scorching Sands at one point to hit Jolteon, but instead of that, we're going to have Focus Energy and Scope Lens to guarantee critical hits, so that I don't even have to worry about Intimidate. So the moves are Pyro Ball, Bounce, and High Jump Kick to supplement that. So High Jump Kick hits Lapras, Dugtrio for super effective damage. Pyro Ball hits Virizion and Ivysaur for super effective damage. And what was the last one? Bounce. It's the grass types again. The important thing is that can't be walled by anything with these moves. Not a lot of super effective coverage, but because I'm getting a guaranteed critical hits, in theory, it won't matter. Now, how can I safely set up Focus Energy? We'll get to that. We got Focus Sash, Mantine. Note the speed EVs here mean that in rain, I am outspeeding Jolteon again. I would also have to likely set up my own rain, either with Quagsire maxing or maxing Mantine itself. I was going to do something really wacky with a Wakan Berry and Mirror Coat, but I just decided to go to Focus Sash because nothing else was using the Focus Sash. So Hydro Pump and Hurricane for the dual stabs, Mirror Coat and Roost with the Focus Sash. The idea here is get attacked by Jolteon, use Mirror Coat, live, and then Roost, and start taking things out because the rest of his team is fairly slow. So yeah, Mantine's faster than everything except the Arcanine, Virizion, Dugtrio, and Jolteon. Kind of wacky, and he could definitely see this coming if he knows Mantine has Mirror Coat, and if I don't have Quagsire out at the same time, he would probably predict a switch into Quagsire to dodge the electric attack. So that Mirror Coat is really just kind of like an end game thing. If I can switch him in to, or not switch him in, but have it come down to like Jolteon Mantine, Mirror Coat him to win the game, something like that. And if he does live, I mean, max or Hydro Pump with that in rain is pretty good. Hurricane will never miss. Yeah, I think Mantine could actually be quite good here. And it'd be good against Turtonator as well with the massive amount of special defense. And Mirror Coat. Now we get to the star of the show, Gloom. Eviolite this time. Sleep Powder, Strength Sap, Sludge Bomb, and Teeter Dance. Remember when I ran Gloom last time, I said he was 1 point faster in the sun than Charizard. That was a lie. And that was because I didn't have any speed investment. So without any speed investment, that is true of a no speed investment Charizard. Max speed investment Gloom is actually 2 points faster than Jolteon in the sun. And so now my plan probably becomes clear. I lead Mr. Rhyme Gloom. I Sunny Day on turn 1. That enables Gloom to go faster than Jolteon. I use a Sleep Powder to put Jolteon to sleep. Hopefully it maxes. And even if it doesn't, we got a sleeping Jolteon. We're good. I then use Teeter Dance to confuse everything while I keep Mr. Rhyme in using Sunny Day. I then switch Cinderace in, use Sleep Powder on the other thing that's in there, unless it's Virizion, while I focus energy the Cinderace. Even if Jolteon wakes up, it's asleep. If it wakes up, he's confused, so he might not even be able to hit Cinderace, in which case I get the focus energy off for free, Gigantamax, and just start destroying stuff with critical hits. Strength Sap is there just to heal. With Eviolite, I have 167 HP, 135 defense, and around 140 something special defense. Like, that's insanely tanky. The only thing that would be scary is the Turtonator under Sun will do a lot of damage. Sludge Bomb's just for general coverage. It hits everything except Bronzor. Yeah. Oh, and Dugtrio. Forgot about Dugtrio. Quagsire with Life Orb. Ice Punch, High Horsepower, Liquidation, and Recover with Unaware, just so Intimidate doesn't do any damage. Do I need Ice Punch? I might switch that out for Protect. No, I do. Do I need High Horsepower? Yes, to hit Lapras. Anyway, max HP, max attack, so this is... This would be a Mantine Quagsire combo, max Quagsire, start going to town. If I need to do that. This is pretty simple. And something I've kind of done before. Didn't work out against the Charizard. It should have if I just max Rockfall right away, but whatever. Actually, would Rockfall be better here? Then I don't hit the grass types, which is what I want here. Would it be better than either of the other two? No. Okay, so we're going to stick with that. When a max recover turns into max guard, so we get that option too, protecting. That's the one bad thing about this team, is I have no protects. And finally we got Grimmsnarl with the Babiri Berry. I might switch that. I might keep it. We'll see. So we got max HP, max attack. Fake Out's there to get a free turn if I need it. Swagger is there if there is a special attacker or something trying to set up Trick Room. I can use Swagger to confuse them and hopefully stop Trick Room from going up. Taunt would not be good because if you're running Lampent, you're probably putting a Mental Herb on it so that it can still use Trick Room. I don't see any reason why else you would use Lampent. You're not going to use Eviolite Lampent because it's still pretty frail. Spirit Break and Darkest Lariat for dual stab with max attack. This thing is crazy. Like, I could even max Grimmsnarl. Right? He doesn't have a lot that's great against it. Dugtrio would be the main one. And I have an easy counter here to the Turtonator with Grimmsnarl. Even against the Verzion. The problem is it's slow. So this would kind of be like an anti-Trick Room thing. And I might even switch Babiri Berry. But what would I switch that to? Quick Claw might be good. Because what steel moves does he have? It would just be the Alolan Dugtrio, I think. Yeah, I'm going to switch this item. Can't be Assault Vest. Expert Belt. No. Maybe just a good berry. Yeah, I'll throw an Iapapa berry on him. Prankster, so Swagger always goes first. Yeah, there's the team. Like I said, super gimmicky. Should be fun to play. Make sure everybody's abilities are correct. Yep. So, good luck to my opponent. Let's have some fun.